All right, before I get started, let me post something in the comments. Let's see here. Okay, can I pin this? Yes, we can pin, yes. All right, perfect. All right, I'm gonna wait for some folks to get in here before I get started. Hi, is it Lay or Lai, L-A-I? Hey, how you doing? I hope you're good. Hey, Amy Styles, Ronnie. Greetings to you too. I'm just waiting for some more to get in here. So I want to look at what's coming your way in love romantically for the rest of 2025. But I want to do it in a different way. I don't want to just do it as a full-on covering of everybody. I want to do, of course, predominantly you guys are Leos, right? If you're not a Leo, take what resonates. But a lot of you guys are Leos here, and I want to look at by element of your moon. Because when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, yes, we want to look at our Venus because that definitely represents love in our natal chart, but our moon is our emotions and how somebody really impacts us on a deep level. And when we talk about romance, we definitely want our emotions to be involved. So how I'm going to do it, again, is breaking it down by elements. So if you're a Leo sun with the earth moon, a Leo sun with the water moon, a Leo sun with the fire moon, Leo sun with the air moon, I want to do it kind of in fours and break it down that way, just trying something new. So give me a moment here. Who else is here? Ryan, Bree, Nelly, Nakia, Diamond. You're Leo sun and moon? Woo, you got all that fire in you, girl. Ronnie. Oh, oh my God, I called you girl. I'm so sorry, Ronnie. You are a fella. I looked at it quick and I seen Ronnie. I thought, every time I hear the name Ronnie, I think of a woman's name because I know a couple of Ronnies that are women. So I apologize. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any offense. Amy, you're a Libra moon, Virgo, Venus, Leo sun. Kimberly Houston, Maverick Marty. Okay. So how do I want to start this? I want to start, let's do fire, right? So Leo sun, fire moon, right? So you could be a Leo sun with a Sagittarius moon, Aries moon, or Leo moon, of course. So I want to see who is coming your way romantically, right? My Leo suns with the fire moon. My Leo suns with the fire. I am a woman. I just like to fuck. Oh, okay. All right, Ronnie, I'm glad I wasn't off then. Because I was like, oh, my. All right. Cassie, I need your wisdom today more than ever before. Oh. All right, well, I'm here. Hopefully I can give you some insight. Can we get some likes on this video before I have to bring out my panhandling purse and start begging for some likes, please? Okay? Please and thank you. If you're here, give a like. It's free. I don't want to ask y'all for much, but if I can ask for just one thing in this world, can I get a like? That's all I ask. All right, so for my Leo suns with a fire moon, for the rest of 2025, who is coming their way romantically? For my Leo suns with the fire moon, who is coming? Ooh, and that one went flying. Okay, so let's see. We got the art. This card always makes me laugh. We got the artist, sensitive and broke. He'll capture your He'll capture your soul, but can't capture a paycheck. I don't know why I can't read today. It's been like this all day. All right, let's get another one. Who is coming Leo sun with the fire moon's way between now and the rest of 2025? The photographer, observant and always ready. He'll capture everything except the moment you actually want. And let's get the last one. And I know these cards, they're meant to be a little cheeky, so I know they may sound a little crazy, but I'll break it down because this isn't as intense as it may sound. And then we have the poker player, calculated and risky. He plays his cards right but never shows his hand. I don't know if you ever heard of the phrase, the outer package is packed just right, but what's in the contents of that box is a little bit not together. That's what this reminds me of. But I don't think this is in regards to this person's life, like their stability or their finances, even though that card did speak about being broke. I don't get that strongly. This feels like somebody who's still trying to figure themselves out. They're at that, it doesn't matter the age, but they're at a phase in their life where they're trying to figure out, what do they want? What do they like? Even if this is somebody that's older, they may be in that age or phase of their life where they may be going through kind of like a midlife crisis where, you know, what they once were isn't any longer, and now they're trying to figure out who they are. It's like they know who they have been, but their identity, their man or womanhood seems to be at question. It's like who they were just doesn't align with them, but they haven't found their footing on what truly aligns in the new season that they're coming into. So this feels like somebody that's trying to figure themselves out. They're really trying to figure themselves out. I get this being a very explorative energy, so they may be traveling, trying new things, getting into new hobbies, going new places, trying to see what they like now, maybe trying new sports, new activities. Tell me more about who is coming this person's way with a Leo sun and a fire moon. For those who have a Leo sun with a fire moon, who is this person coming their way romantically for the rest of 2025? We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse, the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is Justice. Now, this would be a serious, and 9 of Pentacles. So I like to know that they're single, so that's a great thing. So this wouldn't be somebody who is dealing with somebody else, got a wife, got an extra person, dealing with some weird, wonky situation. They are single. But this would be a person that would require some level of, I know we all hate this word, but patience. And mind you, just because this is what I'm reading doesn't mean it has to be something that you accept into your life. You can always say, I'm okay. I don't want to deal with this person when they appear. But it does require some patience because it feels like their foundation is removed. So you know how I was talking about this is a person trying to figure out themselves in this stage of life, who they are or where they want to go, who they want to be. Maybe they're changing careers. Maybe they relocated and where they're at is foreign and they don't really know anybody, so they're trying to find their footing. Maybe they're having to make major lifestyle changes and now they're trying to figure out what is the new format for them that will work. And that process, that growth process, is going to require some patience, which I think for your energy, I don't know if you are going to have the patience with this 3 of Swords here. I don't know if you want to bank on somebody's potential. Now, I do like that how they show up is very straightforward, open, honest. They're going to be very vulnerable with you. They're going to let you know the season of life that they're in and what they've gone through and where they're trying to go, or at least trying to figure out where to go. So I see them being an open book. I like that because this person isn't going to put you in your head. They're not going to have you wondering what's going on, making you feel uncertain, making you feel insecure, making you feel like they're here one moment and then gone the next, just because they give you so much truth and so much clear honesty that you do end up believing this person. And I don't think this is somebody that's lying to you. I think they're very forthcoming. But because of that, you feel like you can trust what they're saying, that they are being honest with you. But still, with that honesty, you have to make a decision that is best for you if you want to pursue this. So how will my Leo suns with fire moons feel about this person? We got pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Okay. I'll break that one down too in a second here. What else we got? We got liar, but this one popped up in the reverse. I'll show you. Yeah, here we got liar. Fell on the ground, but it says, be careful, someone sneaky. So I do like seeing the liar in the reverse because it is, again, just backtracking on what I was talking about. And then we have the sexuality and date night. Ooh, okay. Okay, well, I ain't trying to get that much in y'all business now. Narcissist. So you may end up feeling like this person, despite them being an open book, being very vulnerable and open with you, you may feel like they're in the season of them. Not saying that they're not considerate of your needs or not considerate in how they pursue you, how they court you, how they date you. But you may feel like because they're still in the season of trying to figure it out, whether it's figure themselves out, figure their new lifestyle out, figure out whatever has changed, that now they're walking into uncertain territories. You may feel like either their mindset is more self-focused, or you may feel like they're in a season that they just need to focus on them. It's like, we got great chemistry. I enjoy our date nights because I can see you two going out, spending time together. You may even find yourself being sexually intimate with this person with this pregnancy. Just be mindful. But even then, I think there's a lot of great physical chemistry. But the more this person is an open book with you, the more you start to put on your therapist hat. And it's like, maybe you need to do a little more work on yourself, or maybe you need to focus on you a little bit more right now in this season. Because the way that they are so vulnerable, it's going to feel like, to a degree, that they aren't healed, that they aren't on the other side. So if, for an example, and I'll move on, let's say for an example, they had a health concern that now they have to change their lifestyle. But whatever that health concern was, they haven't fully either grieved it or really processed it emotionally or psychologically. So when they talk about it, you could tell that it still affects them. And for you, it's like, well, maybe you need to deal with that. Maybe you need to work through that, or maybe go to therapy, handle that. You know, I like our time we spent. I love the dates. We got great chemistry. Maybe we're great in the bed together. But as open as you are, and I would love to have that in a partner, I just don't think you're necessarily ready until you find yourself. So this is somebody that still needs to find themselves, despite, I think you are going to be attracted to them. And I also think that you're going to love, and I mean love, how vulnerable this person is. I think you're going to feel like it's very rare of how open and forthcoming they are about things about their life. But so let's see. I want to get advice really quick for this. Should my Leo sons with the fire moon, should they pursue this? Should they engage with this energy once they meet this person and start getting to know them? We got the Death in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse, okay, and the Two of Cups. I feel like I don't even need to tell you this, even with the cards, man. It's one of those, your gut is gonna know, your instinct is gonna know. It's like maybe that compassionate side of you that is understanding that we all go through things in life. Like even you, I'm sure you've had just seasons where you were in the in-between, or you were finding yourself, or, you know, you're having to start over, even if you are later on in life. So I think that part of just being a understanding soul and spirit is going to have that empathy for this person, just because you've walked those shoes, even if the circumstances are different. But I think your wisdom and your lived experiences and where you are right now, especially if you've been in a single season for quite some time, I think that energy would tell you not to be reckless and just go based off empathy and compassion and chemistry, and not to mix lust with deep emotional intimacy. Because I see a lot of physical here, especially the Two of Cups, that player energy. Like, it just feels very like, I'm attracted to you. But what do we really need at our core for a relationship or for the outcomes we want? And I think your intuition is going to say, yes, I may feel compassionate. Yes, I may understand the season of life that they're in. But my wisdom is telling me this would be a reckless decision, or this would be a bad choice if I invested into this person. So for my Leo sons with a fire moon, I would say to you, your intuition is going to tell you, I would say to you, based off this spread, keep moving, keep looking, you know, especially if you are in a season where you know who you are, you know what you want, you already have areas of your life established that you're content with. You're not having to go through these evolutions like this person is. I don't think you want to be drawn into this person's process. So I would say, if this is not for you, definitely keep keep looking, keep seeing what else is out there. So let's see. All right, I got 71 of y'all. I got 71 of y'all in this chat and 28 likes. Hold on. Can I get some likes? My panel and handling purse got to come out. My Dr. Umar Johnson got to come out. Can I get some likes? Please. 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 I don't want to come on here and have to panhandle for likes, but if I got to panhandle for likes, I'm going to panhandle for some likes. I'm just messing with y'all. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. So we did Leo with Fire Moon. I want to do Leo with Earth Moon. So my Leos with Earth Moons. My Leos with Earth Moons. And also, too, if you would like a personal reading, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. You can definitely click on that link to book if you would like a personal reading. But I'm always on YouTube for free. So take your pick. Let's get into it. Let's see my Leos with Earth Moons. Who is coming their way between now and the end of 2025? Who is coming their way romantically? Leo, Suns, Earth, Moons. We got the social media influencer. This card always gets me. The philosopher, deep and contemplative. Let's get one more. The geek, nerdy but successful. Oh, I like this spread. The politician. This is somebody who is heavily opinionated or has a heavy stance on their views, not just political, but their beliefs, their morals, their values. Like, this is somebody who, it almost reminds me of, what's the new trend term, trad wife, that type thing, where they like certain things a certain way. They like traditions. They like things that make sense. It may not make sense for the whole collective, but if it makes sense to them, they're gonna roll with that. So again, a person who's very opinionated, you may end up meeting this person online, through a dating app, through social media, through friends, other people who may know somebody that may introduce you to this person. I don't think you'll meet this person in real time, like you're going out on a Friday night and you meet this person. This is somebody that you will meet through others. Tell me more about who this person is. I feel like this is somebody who, I don't want to say they're socially awkward. I don't really get that. But this is somebody that you're going to feel like you can be yourself with. I think they may be a little eccentric on the inside. So on the outside, they may come off clean cut, polished, well put together. Again, I get this being somebody who is heavy or strong in their opinions or in their beliefs. But when you pull back those outer layers, this is somebody who may be playing the video games, or somebody who has like a collection hobby, somebody who's into things that are a little bit offbeat that people wouldn't assume about them. So this is, I don't want to say a heckle and jive, it's not to that extreme, but this is like double life. They live one life publicly, but behind the scenes, it's like this is a big old, like a nerd, a marshmallow, a pillow. Like, they're just very, I guess, soft on the inside. I hope I'm making this make sense. I feel like I'm not, but it's, you wouldn't think. I feel like the outer layer is more rigid and their inner layer is just more mushy, where they're okay to be different or weird or unique. And I feel like with you, you're going to feel okay and at ease being able to be like weird and offbeat, or have your funny weird jokes, or have your weird habits that they don't judge, or they're not, you know, critiquing or giving you backhanded compliments. It's like you can show up and do the weirdest thing and they're laughing about it or enjoying it with you. They're not making fun of you or judging you. So you're gonna feel a very safe presence with this person. I also like too, because they do have a very polished public appearance. This is the type of person that they do want to show people who they're with. Not everybody gets to be shown, but somebody who they feel truly aligns with them, the outcomes that they want, somebody that they see a future with, and they also align with the future. They will show them off on social media, show them off at work, show them off around friends. So I don't see this being a person that's going to hide you, where you're going to be a secret, you're going to be a mystery. I don't see this being somebody who's going to do the on and off thing with you. I could see that happening if they were dealing with somebody that they weren't fully certain about. But because I get a certain energy, they're letting you into their most intimate world, so they are going to feel for certain about you. This would be the type of person that they will love to showboat, because you are an extension of them. So they'll love to show you off and love to show people who they're with. We got the Magician in the reverse. We got the Judgment. We got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Everything they have in life, they had to go take. Nothing was ever given. This is somebody that didn't. Wow, I like this person. I like this because I'm now hearing the phrase "got it out the mud." I like this person. This is somebody who nothing was handed to them. Everything was earned. Their money that they have, the career that they have, the position that they have, the title that they have, even through the hardships of their prior relationships, they were the one that had to go and do the self-healing and the self-reflection. They were the ones that had to be self-aware to improve on themselves. It's like they may have felt counted out in their earlier years. I think that goofy, geeky, eccentric side of them on the inside was a side of them that was shunned, or people judged, or people persecuted. And now in their professional life, in their public life, they don't show that anymore, because I do think there's a bit of insecurity of feeling like they can't fully be themselves publicly. And I think because when they were treated a certain way, or they received certain feedback. So now they do have more of this stoic, rigid outer layer. And that's out of self-preservation. That's how they've healed, is just to protect that side of them. But they feel like with you, they can show their insecurities. They can show that at times they don't have it all together. They don't know everything, that they get scared too. It feels like with you, they can show that they have worries. Or sometimes they don't know how they're going to make things work, but they're going to figure it out. It's those things that a partner doesn't always feel secure in letting their other partner know. They will feel very secure in letting you know. Very secure in letting you know. I like this. Let's see. Let's get another one. Tell me more about this person. It's like a phoenix from the ashes type of energy. We got the Tower in the reverse. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, they're not bringing drama. They're not bringing drama. They're not bringing... two thumbs up. They're not bringing drama. They're not bringing past baggage. Now, I do think they have a lot of responsibilities on their back. I think a lot of people count on them. I think a lot of people respect their opinion. So this could be somebody that is in a position of leadership or in some type of higher up role. This could be somebody who is present on social media, and they have one side that they show on social media and then another side behind the scenes that most people will never get a chance to see. But this is they don't mind doing the hard work. They don't mind if you're tired. They don't mind picking up the slack. If you don't feel like doing something, they don't mind having to go get it done. If you need something fixed, they don't mind having to roll up their sleeves and do it. Or if they can't do it, figuring out who can get it done. This is like a man's man, or a real like woman's woman. Sorry, y'all. They care. This is just somebody that really gives a damn. But they only show that, and they will only extend, and I think to the point of overextending themselves sometimes. So you might enjoy that, you know, not saying that that's okay to do, but this person finds themselves overextending themselves because that's one of the ways that they prove and show that they love you. They feel like love is a duty, love is a responsibility. It's not something that's to be taken light or be lighthearted. It's, if I commit to you, I mean that through thick and thin. So this is a solid character. Anything else you could tell me? How will Leo sun with an earth moon. Feel about this person. How will we got we got commitment. Things are getting serious. Things are getting serious. And let's get another one. We got spy. Someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then bottom of the deck is open up your heart. Yeah, my Leo suns with the earth moon. You got somebody really great coming in between now and the end of the year. It's like you feel like this person is so attentive to your needs that they're able to show up for you in ways where you don't even have to tell them. They just observe you, see what you need, see your routine, see how you operate, and then they just start to find themselves filling in those spaces of your life, of your day, of your needs. And just how attentive this person is to you really is going to make you want to settle down with them. I think it's going to make them want to settle down with you, just because you're going to be the one unlocking a part of them where they can truly feel themselves and weird and eccentric and goofy. A part of them that was condemned and judged, you embrace and you accept. And that makes them love you. And with how attentive this person is to you and your needs and your requests, is going to really make you love them. And I wouldn't be surprised for if you are feeling this, or if energetically aligns. If you're like, okay, I'm sensing that this could be for me, or like, yes, I claim that, I decree it, I declare. I could see you ending up in a relationship by the end of this year, if not top of 2026. Because I don't get any wonkiness, any weirdness, any stuff like the first pile where that person needed to go through, you know, figuring out themselves. This is just straightforward, you know. So I like that. Really solid. All right, let's see. Hope you're 100% and doing great. Thank you. For wife and children. What the fuck you okay. Let me see. Good evening. We will die for that. Yeah, please hit the like button. If you are in the building and haven't given a like, just, it's free 99. That's all I ask. Okay, so let's see. Let's keep going. So I want to look at my Leo suns with an air moon. Leo suns with an air moon. Leo suns with an air moon. Okay. All right, for my Leo suns with an air moon, we got the aristocrat, refined and old-moneyed. The priest. So I'll show you. We got the aristocrat coming through. We also got the priest, spiritual and unattainable. Let's get one more. And then the poker player. So this energy coming out again for you guys. So if you have a Leo sun with the air moon, you might have a fire placement in your chart. Could be like a fire Venus, a fire Mars or something, since that came off of fire signs. But initially I got the phrase knowledge is power. This is somebody through, which makes sense, you're an air moon, right? But through mental stimulation, that's how this comes about. I feel like for you, if I'm gonna speak from your perspective, I don't know if you've had seasons of dealing with people that, yes, you may have been attracted to, but what's underneath the attraction, or yes, you may have had sexual chemistry with somebody, but once that dies, then what else? It's like now, or maybe you've always been this way, you need that mental stimulation. If they don't work the mind, they don't work the body. If they don't work the mind or the body, they don't work the heart. It's like it all starts up here first. And same for this person too. They need that mental stimulation. They want to know if you guys can connect on different topics. They want to know if you guys can connect spiritually. Do you share the same faith? Do you share the same religion? This is somebody who wants to know if they can see you in their long-term plans, but it's based off shared ideas, shared goals, shared visions for the future. Tell me more. I want to see why this poker player is here, though, because that feels like an oddball with the spread. And we got 444, so number synchronicities for you and whomever this is between now and the end of the year. It's going to be important. So specifically Leo Sun with air moons, you may start seeing synchronicities. You may start seeing sequences of numbers, signs, patterns, any kind of repetition, specifically though 444. You may start to see, which would signify this energy coming closer, coming near you. Now tell me why this poker player is here. We got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Justice. And the Strength. So this would be the type of person to test you first. Okay, I know how you feel about this. But it reminds me of them testing you, asking you certain questions just to see how you will respond, or asking you certain questions just to see if you align versus being straightforward. It's like they almost want to figure you out, but they're not doing it in a linear way. It's almost like it's roundabout. Like, how do you feel about kids? How do you feel about marriage? While they know their answer, they just want to see what kind of answer you're going to give. Do you see that kind of mental? It gives a little bit of mental gymnastics at first. Like they don't want to reveal their whole hand, or they don't want to reveal their hand to you until they hear what you have to say about opinions first, or how you feel about relationships, or how your mind processing works. Once they get that, then they'll show you their hand. So it's like they want you to give up your mind first and how you think and how you feel about stuff, and then they'll then reciprocate. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of, because it does feel a little bit like I don't want to say it's games. I think that diminish who this person is. But it feels like they're trying to approach dating with strategy, you know, versus letting it be heart-led, which I know for us as women, not saying all y'all in here are women, but for the ones that are women, I know we're more heart-centered. But this is, I don't even think this person's leading with heart. It's leading with strategy. Tell me more about this. How will this person feel towards Leo Sun with an air moon? How will this person feel towards Leo? We got earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So even though they have an air moon, they may have some kind of earth in their chart. Maybe you have earth in your chart. Tell me more. We have addiction, challenges with unhealthy habits, and financial struggles. And fire sign, there we go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they may have fire in their chart. I know you have fire in your chart. I'm also getting this earth energy here, so that may play a part too. And then let me get one more. One more, y'all. Tell me more. Switch to a different deck. What is this? The Nine of Wands in the reverse. I don't know. I'm not, you know what? I gotta go with my gut feeling on this. You might feel like this person will try to put you in a runner chaser dynamic, and I just don't know if you're Four of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you're gonna go for that. This feels runner chaser. This feels like let me lead with strategy versus heart. And then as I lead with strategy, I'm also creating that push-pull dynamic because I'm getting information from you, but I'm not fully letting you in, which is then in return, it's gonna psychologically make you want to know more about me, but then I'm gonna push it. Do you know how that starts to get sticky? That's what this reminds me of. The more I'm pulling on this, it gets sticky. And it's like they have the right things to say. They know all the right things to say. They have an answer for everything. They may even use their spirituality or their beliefs for why they do certain things or behave certain way, or how they may move around with you as far as getting to know you and court you or pursue you, or allowing you to pursue them. They may use their, oh, well, you know, I don't want to have sex before marriage, or not saying anything wrong with that. I'm just giving examples. I don't want to have sex before marriage, or, you know, I read that X, Y, and Z, or if we're really soulmates, then yada, yada, yada. But again, that feels like it's strategy to create, to still keep some kind of distance. So that way they still find out information from you about who you are, why they can assess you, but you don't get the equal or fair opportunity to assess them, because they either withhold or they're using the tactic of putting all the spotlight on you, so that way you don't really have to look at them. Some things, I'm not really a big fan of that. So let me see. What is this person's actual intentions? What would this person's intentions actually be with the Leo Sun and Air Moon? We got the Two of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And one last one. What is this? Oh, it's the moon. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So this is, it's like you're being, let me rephrase this. Intentionally, he or she will reel you in through the heart, right? Again, it goes back to them getting information from you, so asking you questions, trying to understand you, but they may not be giving up too much information about them and their personal life, but yet the spotlight is heavy on you. Which with that Ace of Cups, it may make you feel good, like, oh, this person's attentive, or they want to get to know me, or, you know, they're asking me all these questions, they're trying to understand me. But the more they reel you in through putting the spotlight on you, the more that they go into the shadows with this moon, the less you end up knowing about this person. Again, this is some form of strategy. And I think what will end up happening, excuse me, you're gonna feel like you're in the dark. That's part of their intention. You're gonna feel like there's things that you don't know. You're going to feel intuitively something's not right. But they want to keep you in just enough for you not to close the door on them, because again, this is strategy. They're trying to decipher you before they let you in. So they don't want you to go away too quickly before they really get the chance to decipher you. But in return, even if they did open up, their heart's not fully available, and that's the issue when you lead with strategy. So this, if it comes down to anything, I think this person is not as emotionally available as they think they truly are. I think maybe there's something locked in their subconscious that's holding them back from truly letting their heart be open, and instead they're doing this strategy thing, which is a defense mechanism. I don't think they're as open as they are, or as they feel like they should be or want to be. So for my Leo suns with air moons, I would be mindful of this person wrapping you in with that mental stimulation and communication and putting the spotlight on you, right? And wanting to get to know you and pull back your layers and truly understand you. And once it's time to like, okay, well, what about you? And get their information, you feel like, okay, well, I don't know that much about this person. I would be mindful if you start to see that happen between you and this energy. So yeah, I would say for this person, I mean, again, all of these energies is totally up to you. I can't tell you who to choose. I ain't your parent. I ain't none of that. You know, you do what you do. All of y'all are grown. But, you know, you're wise. You know if that's going to be for you, or if it's not, you going to know when you need to walk away, if you should not even entertain it. I got great faith. I got great faith in you. All right, we got 78. We got 78 in the chat. We got, ain't no way we got 78 in the chat. Come on, run them likes before I get my panhandling purse out. Please run them likes. That's all I ask. I don't ask y'all for nothing. Run them likes. Give me them likes. Run them likes up. Run them likes up. Tired of pulling out my panhandling purse. Tired of pulling out my panhandling purse. I'm tired of pulling out my panhandling purse. Umar Johnson 3 times. Like, come on, keep them likes going. All right, let's keep going. Who is the last one? Water moon. Water moon. So let's look at my Leo sons with water moons. All right. Let's keep going. So can you tell me between now and the end of 2025, who is coming Leo's way with the water moon? Wait, did I say that right? For the Leos who have a water moon, who's coming their way between now and the rest of 2025? So let's see. We got the therapist, supportive and insightful. Oh, I'm getting that song from, what's her name? It's Rick James and Tina Marie, Fire and Desire. I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing it. But y'all know if y'all know. I'm getting that so loudly. Justine in that song. We got the inventor, brilliant and eccentric. Let's see. No, I didn't pass Fire Moon Arena. That was the first one that I did. It's a hot tub theme of room. All right, let's see. The circus performer, agile and entertaining. The poet. Oh my God, another reference that I'm getting. I don't know if y'all remember that show that used to come on MTV. Hold on. I don't know if y'all remember that show that used to come on MTV called Rob and Big, where Rob Dyrdek and then Big Black, and that was his security guard, but they was best friends. That comes to mind. That's the energy this reminds me of. I'm just getting the strong, like, best friend. I'm hoping it's not friend zone energy where it's like, oh, I like you, but just as a friend. But that Fire and Desire reference, I don't think so. Is this a lover and a best friend at the same time? Because that's what I just get, that let me tell you about my best friend. That whole theme song. All right, tell me, who is this person coming towards my Leo sons with the fire moon? Let's see. Let's see. Who's coming towards the Leo sun with the fire moon? We got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me fix this. There we go. Tell me more of who's coming towards Leo sun with the fire moon. We got the moon. Could be a Cancer specifically, or somebody with Cancer in their chart. The High Priestess, Pisces energy. Tower in the reverse. Now, I keep getting the same card for all 4 piles. I feel like I keep getting like similar cards for all of y'all. But it makes sense because all of you guys share the same sun sign, but it's still like a little wonky. Let's get one more. You're gonna feel them first before, ooh. Okay. You're gonna feel them first before you know them. That's, I mean, maybe in a literal way, but I think you're going to feel them first before you know them. I think you're going to feel a resonance with them before you truly are able to define it or label it, whether it's like soulmate, twin flame. You're going to know that or like it's a past life connection. You're going to feel something that's much deeper than your current reality between you and this person. There's such a level of being so in sync. That's why I was getting that best friend vibe at the beginning, because it's like we're one and the same. Something about you and this person feels one and the same. Almost a little freaky. Maybe you two have shared similar upbringings, maybe similar life experiences, maybe even similar spiritual experiences. I think about when people go through spiritual awakenings and the events that lead up to those moments. Maybe you two have went through similar spiritual experiences. But you're going to feel like, damn, there's something about this person. I can't put my finger on it. I do want to clarify though, why is this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse? Why is this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And then a Nine of Cups. I think this is, whoever this woman or man will be for you has worked on quite a few relationships, but maybe haven't gotten what they've put into those relationships back in return. I think they've given effort and felt like their effort was ignored or landed on deaf ears or wasn't appreciated. And they've always had this hope. It's like they could have dealt with some heinous things in love, but I don't think their heart space ever truly gave up on like, okay, I know my person out there is out there for me. Just because I dealt with maybe some shitty people or I showed up in relationships at time not the best does not mean I'm not deserving of, you know, my partner. And I think even for you, you're going to feel like you're somebody in their life that not only they feel like they can give their all to, but you're going to see not only just in their physical appearance, but their energy. I feel like their energy is going to lighten up with you. I feel like they're going to improve. You improve this person by, what's the word, osmosis? Just by them being around you, it's like their mental health, their emotional health improves. It's like they feel happier with you. I want to know what this link is, though. I get this past life energy here with you too. Tell me about this Moon and High Priestess. Why is this here? For Leo Sun with the Water Moon. Ace of Swords in the reverse. And the Four of Swords. The things we never said. The things we never said. Why do I feel like in the past life you could have been the one? It could go either which way. I'm just going to put it as your terms. Your like it's in your shoes. It's like in a past life you could have been the one to be there to help and save them, but it's either you got closed lips, cold feet, you didn't speak up when this person needed you. Now mind you, it could be in reverse, right? They could have did that to you in a past life, but there's something very karmic around this. So in this lifetime, it's showing up for the person and not running away, not being afraid to say what's on your mind, not being afraid to say something that will save this person or that will be in benefit to them. Like, I know this may sound super abstract, so please forgive me. I'm talking past life though, not in this lifetime, like actual past life. It's like, let's say this person was being persecuted and you had information that could have worked towards their benefit, but that would have meant that you could have got in trouble by giving up that information, and instead of giving it up, you chose to stay silent, which ended up getting this person fully persecuted. There's something weird with y'all too, of somebody not speaking up to be there for the other person, or not saying something, or not intervening, or not doing something that would have freed this person or helped them out. Now in this lifetime, it's coming back. Y'all got unfinished, but whoever you're dealing with in this period, you got past life karma with. That's unfinished. That's truly unfinished. So in this lifetime, this may be where either you or them are now going to have to help the other use their voice and speak up. So where a person may have felt like, you know what, I don't want to rock the boat, or if I do speak up, it falls on deaf ears anyway, or, you know, every time I say something that causes a problem, or not feeling certain of using their voice, it's like, no, whoever this other person is going to be the one that says, no, you have to speak up. You're finishing a cycle with somebody that didn't close out in the last lifetime. And it's about utilizing your voice, speaking how you feel, saying how you feel, not trying to keep the peace, not trying to be the peacemaker in the family, not trying to hold your tongue just because those are your kids. It's like they're going to help you find your voice. When in the past life, I'm just using you as the example, In the past life, you should have been there being the voice for this person and you weren't. So now in this lifetime, they're going to help you find your voice. So that way you don't bite your tongue or hold back on things that truly need to be said. Getting it out. So there's something much deeper in comparison to the other three piles. There's something much deeper and spiritual between you and whomever this is. Even if this is speaking up and saying what you need to when it comes to your worth, asking for a higher pay, asking for a better position or role. It's like this person's gonna give you and put that battery in your back to say, no, you need to start asking for what you are worth, what you are owed. Ooh, let's see. Tell me, how will Leo's sun with the water moon feel about this person? We got health issues could arise. Tell me more. They'll be back. And honeymoon. I feel like this is outside the message that I was giving to you. I don't know if this is like family related, because it could be a family member dealing with some kind of health issue. It could be themselves. But you may notice, I'm so sorry, excuse me, I'm a little gassy, y'all gotta forgive me. I think you're gonna notice more so at the beginning of the relationship versus later on. I would probably say for you two, y'all will end up together. This is just too strong of a karmic, we gotta finish this out in this lifetime, just to be some on and off or like a hit and miss connection. I could see y'all actually really ending up together probably for a long time, because this needs to be cleared out. Now after that, y'all may not be together anymore, but I see this coming together. And in the beginning, you may find this person having to travel. Maybe you're having to travel, go somewhere because of family, health concern. But even when they're gone, it's like they haven't left, because you're talking, you're trying to find new ways to spend time, you're trying to find ways to do date night over the phone. And then when they come back, they make sure they make up for lost time. So this isn't them leaving to go be with somebody else. I think this is a pressing matter that they may have to deal with. Even if it's not health related, it could be the health status of something, right? More in an abstract way, it could be work, it could be business. Maybe something is not going really well, so now they have to go and travel or go be somewhere for that. Or even if it's not long distance travel, you may find them having to go away to handle important matters, but when they come back, it's like they truly make up for lost time. And even when they're away, it's like they're not away, because they make sure that they have that time with you on the phone, FaceTiming, even maybe planning date nights over the phone. So I really like this energy for you. I want to see, I know I didn't do this with the other ones. I just want to look at this specifically because there is such a past life root here. I want to see, what is the outcome of these two once they meet? You know, do they end up in a relationship? We got Six of Swords. Do they end up in a relationship together? We got the Ten of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Chariot on the bottom. Yeah, this is somebody that you may find that they're on the move often. Whether it's long distance travel or short distance travel, but they always come back. They are never gone and then don't return. They always come back. They always return. They always return. Let me get one more. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. We got the Hangman. I really like this because I feel like there's so many alternate opportunities here for you two. And that's one of the things that you two will be discussing or even pondering. I don't see this ending. That's first and foremost. I don't see this ending. I don't see any guards or walls, or when this person goes away, maybe it's you that has to go away. I don't see them putting up a wall or a barrier. I see you two being able to I'm hearing the phrase, if loving you is right. No, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't care what comes up in this person's path. They're coming back. I keep getting this. They're coming back for you. I keep on it. They're coming back for you. They're coming back for you. So I don't see this ending. I see this continuing once y'all meet. And even in times when life may pull this person away, again, it feels like for serious matters, they always come back to you. You are like the home for them. You will be the home for them. But that's because you were home for them in a past life. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. All right. So let's see now. Get my water. I need a moment. We might get engaged. Beautiful, have a wonderful weekend. Happy to catch you live. Good morning from inside of the world. Hey, are you a Leo? No, I always get asked that all the time, which makes sense why I'll get asked, but no, I'm a Cancer. Crazy, I don't have any Leo in my chart, and I don't have anything in my 5th house, which is the 5th house rules Leo. But when I tell you every single person in my life is a Leo, including my father who's downstairs, my sister, my nephew, my brothers, my ex prior to my best friend, my other best friend, Daniel. Oh my God. I just feel like my life is always surrounded by Leos. So I get the energy. I love the energy. I really do. And it's needed for my Cancer emotional self. Y'all like really like uplift my spirits. Otherwise I'll just be a crybaby all day. So I like that y'all also give me strength. But I can't escape Leos. I can't. Let's see. Do I want to do another reading? We are almost at an hour. Because we are yep. We sure are. Neighbors on the wheel, girl. All right. I'm going to do one last spread. I'm going to do a no contact spread. I'm going to just do one last spread. And then I'll leave it here. I'll probably come on tomorrow and go live. I want to get as many lives out that I can before I have to go into work next week. Because I know usually once I go in them 12-hour days, whew, be whooping me. So try to get out as much content for y'all as I can. All right. So tell me, for my folks in the live, whether you're Leo or not, my folks in the live who are in no contact, who are in separation or wondering what's going on, can you tell me the person that they're in no contact with, how is that person feeling at this time about the audience, the one who is watching, right? So let's see. I could talk to you for hours and hours. Tell me more. If you ask me, I will say yes. Tell me more for the no contact folks out there. It's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters. And I'm not looking for anything real right now. Bottom of the deck is, I definitely want to spend more time with you. Okay, well that inauthentic card just kind of summed up a lot of this, to be honest. It's one of those situations where they really do like the benefit of you, however they benefit from you, whether it is through your companionship, the time spent, maybe even sex. But when we talk about committing to that, it's like they can only give 50% of themselves or 75% of themselves, but they can't give their full 100. So if you're noticing this person being in and out, flighty, here 1 minute, gone the next, or just going through prolonged periods of like no contact, that's because this person only has so much that they can allot to give to you, so much of themselves that they feel comfortable and capable of giving to you. But I do think they like the benefit of you. If I'm being honest, I think they like the benefit of you. So why is this person no contact at this moment? King of Pentacles. Page of Wands in the reverse. And the High Priestess. Ace of Wands in the reverse. It reminds me of like getting your fill up. You know how you go and gotta get gas? You know, you fill your tank up, and then you start getting low, you gotta go back to the gas station, get some more gas. I don't know when the last time you and this person talked, but from whatever last period y'all had interaction, it's like they got their fill up from that, and they're still able to cruise on the energy that you exchange with them. And they're not in a space right now where they feel like, okay, I'm craving Leo's energy, or I'm craving the audience's energy at this moment. I'm good. I didn't got my sex, or we didn't had our dates nights, or we didn't had our phone calls. For right now, I could chill and take a break and focus on me. Whether that is focusing on their work, whether it is focusing on something else. It feels like it's private, especially with this High Priestess here. I kind of want to know. Let me be nosy. Tell me why this High Priestess. Why is this High Priestess here? We got love bombing. Intense start, sudden withdrawal, confusion. Yep. And that's what it feels like. They like the benefit of you, which can be that love bombing where at the beginning it's like, woo, fast, quick, ongoing. And now it's like, all right, well, I had my taste of Leo. I'm good. I don't need no more for right now. Tell me more about this energy. We got a couple. Done explaining, no more justifying, silent exit, energy protection. Hot and cold, mixed signals, push, pull, whiplash. I choose me, self-love, emotional maturity, clean break. And cycle repeat. Same drama, different days, stuck loop. Why do I get the sense that this person feels like you should be okay with how they flow, or how they flowed with this connection? It's like once you, and I'm not saying you did because this is going to be an assumption, right? And I don't want to assume anything, but let's say once you started to notice change in behavior and you tried to address it, or you can start, we always can tell when things start to shift a little bit, and you started noticing that or bringing it up, or maybe you start to move a certain way with this person when you start to see them move a certain way. It's like they're feeling some kind of way because why are you feeling some kind of way? They feel like they should be able to have the liberty to move. If they want to deal with you, cool. And then if they don't want to deal with you anymore, that should be fine. Why are you now starting to act funny because I'm active? It's a weird, I hope this makes sense. It feels really weird. Because they feel like how they show up shouldn't have affected you in the way that it's affecting you. So I don't know if they thought the connection was one thing and you thought it was something else and there was a misunderstanding, or how they led or tried to make you believe it was going to be something when in reality it wasn't. And now we both are thinking this is two different things about this connection, where this person feels like, okay, well, we had our time. It was great. I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm out. Or I enjoyed getting to know you, or I enjoy my periods with you, but when I'm ready to focus on me, it's okay that I get to take my space back and focus on me. I don't have to communicate that to you. It's like they don't feel like they have to justify their actions or behaviors with you because y'all don't have that kind of connection or dynamic. So if you are a person that maybe wanted answers or clarity, it almost feels like for them, like, I don't have to justify, or I don't have to explain, or, instead of explaining it, I don't owe you that obligation of why I'm moving how I'm moving. I'm just going to go silent. Which then again puts you in this weird period of mixed signals, or feeling like there's this push-pull. When in reality, this person just isn't looking for anything real. So if you are dealing with somebody with no contact, their exit or their silent behavior or their movements isn't because they're trying to process the connection, or, you know, they need time to think, or, you know, I got to clear out my space. I need to, all these things that we can justify in our mind to comfort ourselves as to why somebody's not contacting us is not the case. This person just is not looking for anything real. And I think the perception of what they wanted and what you wanted is a little bit skewed. Yeah, skewed. Now, don't get me wrong with the King of Pentacles here. This would be the type of person, once they need their fill up again, whether it's communicating with you, talking with you, spending time with you, they'll be the type to reappear, because that King of Pentacles is consistent. They are consistent. So, you know, you may stop contacting, talking, they're good for now, and then they pop up 2 months later trying to reignite things. But even then, they may not be in that season of wanting something real. So you just got to be mindful with this kind of energy, you know? All right. I need some water. I'm going to leave that there. Let's see. Yeah, 96. All right. Thank you for the likes. I ain't got to bring out my panhandling purse. But if you just joined, drop a like. That's all I ask. That's entry. Entry to the live. You got to drop a like. Also, too, I put the link in the top chat for personal reading. So if you want a personal reading, you can absolutely click on that link. It is there for you to do so if you want to book a personal reading with me. Otherwise, I think that might be it for tonight, because I do want to get on tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow and do some more readings. I think tomorrow I'll probably do like a spiritual message, since I did love readings tonight. Do some spiritual readings tomorrow and then kind of go from there. So if you caught me live, it was a pleasure to read for you. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys enjoy your evening. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.